Here we have the new AtlantiX 12,000 from Piscifun, and this is this is their prototype that they sent me. It came with three things: the power cable to power the electric reel, and then a bag of mounting brackets to attach it to the back of your deep drop rod. And in this video, we're gonna spool it down with 65-pound J-braid X4, and we're gonna power it with this battery. Brand spanking new, still has the sticker on it. We'll take that off. She's looking pretty damn good. And this reel is comparable to the Diawa Tanicom 1200. They both hold the same amount of line, which is, braid capacity is 1,100 yards of 80-pound braid. That's about 3,500 feet, and with 80-pound braid, so it's gonna hold even more with this 65-pound braid. Over here we have the KrakenX, and if you've been watching my channel, you know this reel. This is basically the baby version of their new electric reel. I have this one spooled down with 20-pound J-braid. Yeah, this line right here. 20-pound J-braid, multicolor. And this reel holds, does it say on here? Okay, I don't think it tells us what the line capacity is. I'll figure it out and pop it on the screen. But I have gone deep dropping and pulled rosies up from 900 feet of water with an 8-pound lead weight, which is a bad idea. We are about to make history right now because I ran out of weights. So I'm going to use one of Matt's 10-pound sword fishing weights. If the Piscifun KrakenX reel can bring a 10-pound weight up from 1,000 feet, that's groundbreaking technology.
I will be sold at that point.
Yeah, Dan's gonna buy one. I feel like when I drop this, it's just gonna snap the line.
Drop the damn thing.
Oh my God, it's going down.
Straight down.
It's going down like a rocket.
All right,
let's go. I am on the bottom. This is a lot of weight for this. This is super overkill. Coming up. Oh, I think there's a fish on there. This is way too much weight for this thing. Well, it's not getting hot. Yeah, no, it's not hot. That's success. That is success. 1,000 feet. Oh. These waves are gonna pop the weight off.
Yep. I got the weight.
Okay.
Good one right there.
All right.
Here we go. Piscifun in the house.
I was definitely straining this reel to the absolute max, but I was battle testing it. Piscifun did send me this reel and told me to basically go as hard as I can on it, and I have yet to break it. But look at this fish I pulled up from 400 feet of water on this rod. Oh, there's fish on. Yes! What is gonna come up here? Oh, he's fighting pretty good. Oh no, he's taking line. That was scary. I thought he got sharked for a second. I can't deal with the emotional trauma of another loss right now. I don't think I would survive. There should be color any second.
Oh, what's behind?
It's huge.
Oh, it's a huge grouper.
Oh my God. Oh my God. It's a snowy.
He's a beauty. And in, got him. Oh, he's a beast. No, he's on.
Holy smokes. Look at that face.
All right, look at me.
Woo! All right. Wow.
He is a beauty.
Stud.
Perfect too. I mean, he's just in perfect shape.
Yeah, baby. So the KrakenX is an awesome electric reel for 400 to 500 feet. You could probably get away with 600 feet. But once you start going into the deeper waters and you need bigger lead weights, that's when I would recommend using something bigger like this. It puts less strain on the motor, drag, and just all the components. So if you're deep dropping deeper than 400 feet consistently, I would take something like this over something like this. To spool this bad boy up, the first thing we're gonna do is take our KrakenX off of the boat daddy rod. And the KrakenX has this awesome battery pack on it. So you don't actually have to directly hook it to a battery. This reel's been on this rod for so long, I gotta use a little man grease to get it off. There we go. That's it. This is the Boat Daddy rod with the bent butt, 60 to 80 pound rod. Boat Daddy, it's pink and white, custom paint job. I absolutely love this rod. If you want to download one of the coolest boating tools, Apple and Android stores, just search Boat Daddy. You can find new spots, find sandbars, find people on the water, places to get fuel, marinas, boat ramps, events going on, charter captains. And soon, I heard, they're going to be releasing a weather map and a boating topography map and fish rules and regulations and all sorts of things to make it the best boating app. They say the daddy of all boating apps. Let's attach our reel here. Simple, easy peasy. Tighten it down. Wait a second. You know what I forgot to do? Yeah, we have to add our screws to the back of the reel first. I added the mounting screws for the bracket. Almost forgot that. Now we'll attach it to the rod. Tighten it down. Can add our mounting bracket on the back now, and we could rest assured our reel will not come off the rod. That would be a tragedy. I personally have never lost a reel, but I know it's happened to people. Imagine the heartbreak. That ain't ever coming off. All right, now let's try to spool it. When spooling your reel, something you want to take into consideration is you see this little knob here. You're going to take the fishing line, run it through all the eyes of your rod, and then it's going to go through the feeder, which is this hole here on the right side. And this thing, as you reel, moves back and forth to evenly put your line on the spool. So if I twist the handle, you will see you'll see how this eye guide just moved to the left, and as you reel, it's just gonna go like left, right, left, right, left, right. When you first spool your rod, you wanna make sure that this is in the center, lined up exactly with this, or else what happens is your line is gonna be on the left or the right, and it's gonna go at an angle to here. So when you first start spooling, it's gonna go on a little weird. So let's line this up. So keep turning the handle until it is right in the middle, right about that looks good to me. Yeah, that's lined up. Now something I like to do is, because when you lift this up and put the line through it, you might accidentally spin the handle and it will be off center. So we're gonna take some blue tape and we're gonna tape the reel or the handle to the rod to make sure it doesn't move. Okay, I might have just overdid it with the tape, but you get the point. See, it's nicely centered up. Now let's take our rod, and you want to put it somewhere stable for the spooling process. So a rod holder on your boat might work, or if you have rod holders in your house somewhere, that can also work. So we could just stick that in this rod holder. I'm actually not that happy. I want some decent access to the front of the reel. You know what? It's hard to beat the boat. So I got the rod in the boat's rod holder. We're set up, and I have a bucket here with our line, and I added a little bit of water. Water helps increase the friction a little bit, and I think it helps lay the line on better. So let's find the end of the line. Here we go. We're gonna take our 65-pound braid and run it through our fishing pole, through all the eyes. Now that we've pulled the line all the way through all the eyes on the Boat Daddy rod, we're gonna take our end and we're gonna put it right through the line feeder hole, right in the center there. if it's windy like it is right now, this can sometimes be a little difficult, and boom, we got it through. All right. Nope. No, I let go, it came back out. This can take 10 seconds or this can take a couple minutes, depending on skill and a little bit of luck. And I'm doing this one-handed because I'm holding my camera. Okay, I got it through. All right. Now we're gonna tie a uni knot directly onto that little knob there. The easiest way to do this is to start the uni knot and use your finger as, pretend your finger is that knob that we're tying this knot to. Start your uni knot. I like to do 4 twists. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Pull it tight. Now pull it down on your finger. Now obviously you don't want to cinch it all the way down on your finger. Uh-oh, it's almost stuck. Now this loop we're going to put over that little ring on the reel. And when you're doing this, make sure you're not twisting the handlebar because you don't want to off-center the line guide. All right. Okay, we have the loop around the little line holder and we're just going to pull it tight. Bam! There we go. That's it. You can take the tag end and snip it off. What a charm. It's on there nice and tight. Take the tape off. And our first maybe 10 or 20 cranks, I'm just gonna do it slowly, make sure everything looks right. We're gonna hold the line in our finger and make sure there's a decent amount of tension on it. And we're gonna start hand cranking it. Okay, the drag is very loose. Let's tighten the drag. There we go. Now I'm gonna start hand cranking it. And you can see the line getting spooled on there very nicely. I want to make sure that the line goes from one side to the other side just a couple of times. It's going on there perfect. We can see that the line is aligned with the line guide, and as the guide moves back and forth, the line is perfectly in line with it. That's how we know that we put it on correctly. This is an electric reel after all. I say it's time to fire her on up and get a little electric. This is the power cable that came with it. Negative to negative and positive to positive. Let's plug her in. Fingers crossed. This is my first time ever firing up the AtlantiX by Piscifun. I'm curious what noise she's gonna make upon firing up. Okay, she's plugged in. Oh, the screen just turned on. It says Piscifun. It just beeped. It actually tells us our battery charge levels. That's super cool. That's the only reel so far that I know that actually shows you how much battery you got. This is our throttle lever here on the right. It's kind of just like the Kraken. We'll push it forward and see what happens. It thinks there's no line out right now, so it's not allowing me to pull in any line because it thinks there's no line out, which is actually a great feature. But when you're trying to spool it for the first time, there's got to be a way to override this. Unit. Oh, let's change. We're going to change the unit to feet. Very nice. Oh yeah. Now it's in feet. You're going to want to save this video because this is going to save you a lot of time. Hold the menu button and then line input. Use your throttle lever to select the settings, and we're going to go to line input. Then hold the reset button, which is your OK button. Okay, hold it again. Now we are on the line input screen. And once you're on this screen, we can use the throttle, woo, and it's gonna turn. Perfect, and we can actually see how much line we're putting on the reel. Also, I ended up attaching the battery cable to my actual boat battery just because I want to make sure everything is how it's going to be when I'm offshore, and it's working great. So that makes me very happy. Now we're going to put on a glove and use some parchment paper. This is some waxed parchment paper to give us a little bit of grip, so we can add a little bit of tension to the line so it goes on nice and straight. This is the of glove. I want to grab the line here, and that way I can kind of give it tension as it reels in, using the rod to create that nice tension so the line goes on with a little bit of tension. The more tension you have when you add line to the reel, the more line you're going to fit on the reel. So we're adding the throttle. By holding the line and squeezing it nice and tight, it creates a little bit of a bow into the rod and gives it some nice tension as it gets put on. You could also hold the line just by the reel, but I find that using the rod and the tension of the rod gives you much better leverage, but this works too if that's your thing. And now it's time to spool it on up. We already have 270 feet of line on here. We can see the line counter, 350, 360, 370. And every 10 yards, I believe, maybe every 30 feet, the line color changes. Right now it's pink, and yep, that's pink line coming out right now, and it's about to transition to a yellow-green line. There we go. Every 10 yards, 30 feet, this Diawa multicolor changes colors. So if you want to figure out how much line is going out just by watching the color of the line, you can do that. Is it necessary? Nah, I don't think so at all, but it is cool. Looks like a party. We're rocking and rolling. I got it in full speed, adding line right now. Pretty happy with the tension we're getting on the rod. The tension could be better. You could get more creative and like put a rod through that spool and use your feet maybe, or some kind of machinery to make the tension even tighter, but I'm not too worried about it. Something you can do if you want to really tighten the line on your reel is once you get offshore, drop a weight with the fishing line on it. Not a heavy weight, maybe like a pound of weight. Drop it and run with the boat while letting all the line out. Let all the line out of the reel, and then use your electric reel to pull it all in. And there's going to be a lot of tension, and it's going to lay the line real tight back onto the reel. That's one way to do it. The reason that I wear a glove is if I just hold the parchment paper with my fingers and give a lot of tension onto the line, it starts to get really hot like that. The tension in the line going through it creates heat. So the glove makes it a little more manageable.
The nice thing about the line guide, unlike some electric reels, this one is very large. So if you have barrel swivels in your setup, like planers for Wahoo high-speed trolling, it'll reel them right in. Piscifun makes some pretty sweet fishing reels, and you can get 20% off with my code SFFC20 at piscifun.com. And if you like the Boat Daddy rod I put it on, I'll add the email of the guy in the video description that builds them. Feel free to hit him up. Tell him you want a Boat Daddy rod.
Let's see how much line we have on here. All right, 6,861 feet. Holy macaroni. That is way more line than I could ever imagine. That's enough line that we might be able to do some sword fishing. We might actually have to try to do some sword fishing on this reel. But we got her stacked. We technically could fit more line on here. The reel isn't exactly full, but with 6,800 feet of line, I don't see a point in putting any more line on here. And if we do some sword fishing, I like to have about 100 to 200 feet of shock leader mono, maybe like 150 to 200 pound leader line. So I do like to leave a little bit of space in case I want to wind on a whole bunch of mono. So I think this right here is perfect. Damn, I mean, that is sexy. Done, 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 done. We'll go ahead and snip it. Huh. Grab that line. Whoa. I'm pulling out the drag right now. The drag is, I have it set kind of hard. It's, oh yeah. Let me show you what we're gonna do with the end of our fishing line. We're gonna add a snap swivel, a nice heavy duty one. Again, I will use the uni knot. I just think it's such a great knot. It's so simple. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure it cinches properly. Beautiful, and then pull it tight. Easy. Cut the tag end off, and you're ready to do some deep dropping. There's 2 things I like to add onto the snap swivel. One is a light. They say no light, no bite. And I do seem to get a better bite on some days when I do have a light. And then I also will add a chicken rig. And if you've been watching my channel, you know I only use the South Florida Fishing Channel chicken rigs. We have these with large hooks, we have them with small hooks. Each chicken rig has 5 hooks, and I'll just snap it right onto my snap swivel. Tomorrow, we're going to be taking this setup fishing with us. We're gonna do some deep dropping, and we're gonna use fried chicken for bait. Am I crazy, or are you guys crazy? Because you guys as the viewers have been leaving comments telling me to use fried chicken as bait. So this is your fault. You're the crazy ones, not me. Hit that subscribe button because I'm posting that video in about a week from now. Keep your eyes peeled for it. And if you have any questions about spooling this electric reel, leave a comment and I will be answering all the questions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Big shout out to this video's sponsors, Boat Daddy. Find sandbars, fishing spots, boat ramps, and meet cool people. TampaClothing.com. Get custom apparel made for your sports team, employees, fishing trip, or custom event. Cut, printed, and sewn, all made in the USA. Piscifun.com. Premium fishing gear at a low cost. Get 20% off on their website using my code SFFC20. If you want to support the South Florida Fishing Channel, contact me at heiko@southfloridafishingchannel.com. Shout out to all our fishing club members. As a club member, you can win prizes on our live stream every week, and you get access to our live chat where you can talk to other members and myself. Thank you all so much for watching this video to the end. Till next time, cheers.